Hey guys, Richard Blaine here. Thanks for stopping by my easy cooking channel tonight. Tonight I'm going to make it really simple. I'm doing another Asian dish. I've been asked to do something along the lines of Korean food, but because I haven't done any Korean food in a long time. And I just wanted to do something easy, something simple, something that you could have with any Korean dish that you are eating. So, you guys have seen me make beef jerky in the past, Thai chili lime beef jerky, and I like beef jerky. I like high protein. I live on a high protein diet. But there are other foods out there that are just as high protein with literally zero fat. And one of my favorites is shredded squid or shredded cuttlefish. That is super duper high protein and like zero fat. So when you're on a high protein diet, you want to stay lean and mean, but you don't want all that extra fat. Shredded cuttlefish or shredded squid is a great way to go if you happen to like the taste. I happen to like the taste. So along in the Korean diet, they have things called side dishes like we do in America, but in America we call a side dish, like French fries, okay? In Korea, they call a side dish banchan, okay? And they have hundreds of different banchan. And I love them all, everyone that I've ever had, I just love. So today I'm going to be making a banchan out of shredded squid or shredded cuttlefish. It is a version of jerky. It is squid jerky. It's called Ojingeochae Muchim. And I hope my accent is working out good because I'll tell you what, a lot of my Asian viewers all the time say, you know what, man, we love you, but your pronunciation, your accent is terrible. So I'm doing my best to work on it. Ojingeochae Muchim. Okay, I hope that works out. Squid jerky, cuttlefish jerky, sweet, sour, hot, okay? And I'm making it my way. I'm making it a little bit different. A lot of people make it basically the same way, honey and sesame seeds. And I'm adding some different textures, some different flavor layers because that's what I do. I love to mix it up. So let's get going. Let's make some Ojingeochae Muchim and let's make it my way and enjoy it. As usual with YouTube, let's get going. I'll see you on the other side. One of the first things we need in this dish is some garlic. So right here, now I like a lot of garlic. That is between 8 and 10 cloves of garlic. I happen to like garlic in my Korean cooking. Then we need some ginger. This is about a 1 to 1.5 piece of fresh ginger, minced as fine as you can get it. Minced as fine as you can get it. Both the garlic and the ginger should be minced as fine as you can make it, okay? You want it that way because you want it to stick, all right? Now, this is where I change it up a little bit. This is some finely crushed fried shallots, okay? This is some finely crushed dried shallots. And I mix it in with the garlic and the ginger because it's going to add a level of flavor, okay? It's going to add a level of flavor and a level of texture that most of these Ojingeochae Muchim recipes don't have because they stick to a basic recipe of flavors and textures, and I'm mixing it up a little bit, okay? So in goes the shallot. Oh, I can smell it already, okay? Now, we're going to need some mirin, okay? And I will have a description, I will have a recipe in my description box. We want to wet this, okay? You can use mirin, you could use rice vinegar, you could use cane vinegar, you could use coconut vinegar, okay? You could use anything you want, okay? But I want to wet this up a little bit. All right. And then I'm going to add a little bit of sesame oil, okay? Usually about 1/4 to 1/2 a cup. This looks like a lot, but believe me, I'm measuring it out. It's going to work out just fine. There we go. Okay. These liquids will help to rehydrate the fried shallots a little bit. Okay. Now, just to let you know, this squid jerky, this Ojingeochae Muchim, will last in the refrigerator a long time because if you notice, everything I'm pouring in here happens to be a preservative. Vinegar, okay, sesame oil, okay. These are all preservatives here. Fish sauce, okay. Couple of tablespoons of fish sauce. Okay, there's going to be a lot of fluid in here because the squid jerky itself is going to rehydrate a bit. Okay, it's going to rehydrate, but one of the things about squid jerky is that it's a sticky jerky because it's going to rehydrate, but it's still going to be sticky, okay? So here we go, got the fish sauce. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this mixture stay just like this for a few minutes to rehydrate those shallots, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Now, this recipe also calls for some soy sauce, for a little salt. I could use regular soy sauce, but I'm not going to. It's really not necessary. I'm going to use about a half a tablespoon to a tablespoon. Let me do it this way. I'm going to use about a half a tablespoon to a tablespoon of ponzu. Okay. Soy sauce with a little bit of citrus. Just another flavor layer. Okay. Just another flavor layer. Now I'm going to let this sit again for about another minute or so, and then we'll be right back because I need to get another spoon. Okay, now here we go. One of the secret ingredients, gochujang Korean hot pepper paste. About quarter cup, maybe half cup. Depends on how hot you want it. Okay, there are all different levels of gochujang that you can buy. And we're going to add that into liquid mixture, and we're going to stir that around. All right, there we go. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for a nice sauce. Okay. The sauce by itself, if I wasn't going to be making squid jerky, this sauce would go wonderful on noodle, with rice, on meat, fish, anything I wanted to slather this on. A couple of tablespoons of this and some ramen or some jjigae would just flavor it up no matter what. It doesn't even matter if it's Korean cooking or not. You could use this to barbecue chicken, to barbecue anything you want. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to add one more big wad of that hot pepper paste because I love the heat. Okay, there we go. This might seem like a lot, but I'm going to be doing about a pound, okay, of squid. So there has to be enough sauce to coat and soak into it. All right. Here comes the sweet. Now, most people do this dish and they use simple syrup, corn syrup like Cairo, stuff like that, honey. I don't like that. I like mixing it up a little bit. This is a combination of molasses, and everybody knows me, I love to use molasses. This is a combination of molasses and barley malt syrup. Okay, I love barley malt syrup. I was going to use honey, and then I was looking around in my pantry. I'm like, what do I got? What do I got? What do I got? And I was like, oh man, I got some barley malt syrup. All right, it ought to taste great in this. And so I experimented, and it just so happens to taste delicious. All right, so here we go. All nice and mixed together. Okay, see how shiny it is? Okay, this is a shiny, shiny sauce. Okay, and like I said, it would go great on anything. You don't have to make this to put on squid. Like I said, noodles, meat, seafood. It doesn't really matter. This sauce will make anything taste good. Now, I'm going to finish mixing this, and I'm actually going to let this sit for about 30 minutes before I even add the squid into it because I want all these lovely flavors and textures to marry. It's been about 30 minutes. The last ingredient I'm going to add here is about 2 or 3 tablespoons right there of sesame seeds. Some people put the sesame seeds on when they serve this dish. Some people like me like to put it in when I'm making the dish, and then if I want more sesame seeds when I serve it, I will. So the sesame seeds just offer another texture layer in this sauce. So I'm going to mix them in well. Okay, get them all nice and coated. I love the taste of toasted sesame seeds. Oh, look at that sauce, guys. Can you imagine putting this on a steak as you're barbecuing it to caramelize? Oh my God. Can you imagine making chicken wings out of this? I made some Korean chicken wings about 1.5 years ago with a similar recipe, but not as complicated with the sauce as this. But this would make an excellent wing sauce. All right, now, those sesame seeds are toasted and dry. I'm going to let them sit in here for about 10 minutes and hydrate, and then we're moving on to the next step of adding the squid. Oh, by the way, if you wanted to put some black pepper in here, you could. I'm opting not to because I purchased a rather hot variety of the gochujang, so I don't need any more heat. You could also use crushed red chili flake or cayenne or gochugaru flake if you didn't happen to buy such a spicy variety of the gochujang. But I bought a rather hot variety of the gochujang, so I don't need any black pepper. I don't need any more chili flake in here. This puppy is warm enough, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right. So I'm going to mix this sauce into this squid. Get it all nice and coated, nice and covered. Okay. Okay. Get it a little bit hydrated. Oh, yeah. We got heat. We got sweet. We got sesame. We got savory. We got shallots. Okay. This is just going to be lovely. Get it from the bottom. There we go. There we go. See, that's some dry stuff. Just get it all mixed in together. See, it was a pound, and now it's starting to look like it wasn't a pound, okay? Because the sauce is helping to keep it down, okay? And there's still sauce on the bottom. And I scrape that up and flip it over. There you go. The sesame oil. If you feel that your sauce is a little bit too dry and that you're not coating the shredded squid properly, and if you see here, okay, this squid is getting coated properly. But if you felt that yours wasn't, you would have to take a guess at what ingredient it is that you don't have enough of in here. It could be you need a little more soy. It could be you need a little more sesame oil. And there's no right or wrong to it. If you need to add a little more fish sauce or vinegar to get the liquids moving, I would go for it. A little more sesame or a little bit of each. But you see, in this case, I didn't have to. Okay, you do this a few times, and I've been basically making this since college. You just get a feel for it. There is no right or wrong. Some flavors can come out stronger than others. Okay, some flavors can come out weaker than others. It doesn't matter. You can adjust it. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up a little bit more, and then I'm actually going to let it sit and marry the flavors for about an hour, and then mix it up one more time, and then I'm going to have it with some rice for dinner. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. There it is, guys. Okay, squid jerky, shredded squid, shredded cuttlefish. Okay, Ojingeochae Muchim, squid jerky. Okay, it's been sitting out here for about 30. Okay, it's got a little bit of stickiness to it. Okay, from the sweet stuff I put on it, but it's still hydrating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in an airtight container. And as I said, you could keep this stuff probably 1, maybe 2 months, because everything I used to make it is a preservative. So I'm going to dump it in an airtight container. I'm going to fetch me a bowl of rice, put some of this on top, let you see what it looks like, and then I'm going to have dinner. Okay, there it is, guys. This is my dinner. I have some chicken to go with it. Okay, here's a nice healthy serving of rice with Ojingeochae Muchim, shredded squid jerky on top. This is going to be just delicious. I am so looking forward to this. I am so hungry. I'm glad you stopped by to watch this recipe. I hope you make this squid jerky. I'm sure you'll love it, and I'll see you on the next video. You take care. Hey guys, Richard Blaine here. Thanks for stopping by my easy cooking channel tonight. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, Ojingeochae Muchim, shredded cuttlefish jerky or shredded squid jerky. It's got a lot of flavor. It's spicy, it's savory, it's sweet, it's sticky, okay? It's got the crunch of those shallots, the sesame seeds. It's just a wonderful side dish, banchan, okay? To go with your noodles, your rice, your chicken. I have some chicken that's going to be going with mine, okay? As I said, you could make the shredded beef jerky, or you could make that wonderful sauce that I made for it and use the sauce alone for everything from chicken wings, noodles, rice, barbecue, anything you want, be packed with flavor. I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll see you on the next video. You take care.